Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone. Honorable speakers, respected teachers, distinguished guests, and dear participants, welcome to the Tun Fatimah Ideas Challenge Workshop Session 3. My name is Diara Shanaziha, and I am your Dina line. It is our pleasure to serve as your moderators for today's program. Before we continue with today's session, here's a quick recap of what we covered yesterday by technologist Shan Lim Eng Lai. We will introduce the keynote and explore its basic interface and essential features. We learned how to create a presentation, apply themes, add and edit content, insert images and shapes, as well as use animations and transitions to make our apps more engaging. We also discussed on how good presentation design helps communicate ideas more effectively and leaves a lasting impression on the audience. With those fundamentals in mind, we're now ready to build on what we've learned and continue exploring more of Keynote's capabilities. Before we continue, here's a quick reminder of the TFIC competition timeline. We are currently in the workshop series. After the workshops, all teams are required to submit their final entries by 13th July. Please make sure to manage your time well and complete your project before the deadline. The next stage will be the online judging session, followed by the announcement of the grand finalists. The selected 8 teams will then advance to the grand final pitching session. Finally, the competition will conclude with the winner's announcement and closing ceremony on 31st July 2026. We encourage everyone to keep these key dates in mind, stay on track with your progress, and make the most of the remaining time. Wishing all teams the very best throughout the competition. Before the workshop begins, allow me to introduce the speaker. With us today, we have Dr. Nur Hafiza binti Adnan, Senior Lecturer of Immersive Learning STEM Inculturation Research Center, Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Without further ado, let us begin today's workshop by welcoming our speaker, Dr. Nur Hafizah binti Adnan, who will be sharing her expertise in a session entitled Crafting Framework of Your App. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Nur Hafizah binti Adnan. Dr. Nur Hafizah, are you ready?
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much to
All
the
right, the floor is yours.
Thank you. All right, so let me share my screen. Right. I think everyone can see my slide. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and assalamualaikum. Okay. So welcome again to Tun Fatimah Ideas Challenge virtual competition. And today, for your information, is a workshop session 3 with me, Dr. Nur Hafizah Adnan. All right. So before we begin our session today, let me introduce myself. Okay, I'm Dr. Nur Hafizah Adnan. I am actually from Senior Lecturer at the Faculty of Education, National University of Malaysia or University Kebangsaan Malaysia. And today I will talk about how you can visualize your app experience using augmented reality on iPad. And today we are going to, you're going to learn about Reality Composer, where you can apply AR on your iPad. And I'm also Apple Distinguished Educator, Apple Professional Learning Specialist, and also Apple Certified Trainer app development with Swift. All right. Okay, I think in session one, okay, which is day one with Dr. Fajar already mentioned about the framework for this competition, which is based on the Apple Design Thinking framework. So day one is, if you can see here, the explore phase, okay, during the day one, and then day two, plan phase, and today, day three, you're going to see and learn how you can actually apply augmented reality for your iOS app, okay? Right. So today is about build app ideas. So meaning that once you already brainstorm with your team members, and then you actually explore what is the solution. To tackle some problems, and then you already plan what your iOS app will look like. So now, how are you going to enhance your iOS app by integrate it with augmented reality? Okay, so all right. So before I share with you what is a reality composer on iPad, how you can actually apply augmented reality or embed or integrate the AR in your iOS app. So I would like to show you one example, which is my iOS app ideation and also prototyping. And I name it my app as a Cloud Seed Go. So please watch, and then we will talk about it later. Okay?
Let's get started. You've got to get a hold of yourself.
All right. Okay. So this is my iOS app ideation and also prototyping, which is I name it as a Cloud Seed Go. And my tagline is Rain by Design. So what is actually a Cloud Seed Go? Okay, before we go to Reality Composer on iPad. So this is basically is the problem statement, or what I can see is why I come up with such solution. So if you can see here, the Cloud Seed Go is an iOS simulation and also decision support app for helicopter-based cloud seeding operations, especially during drought and also water stress. Okay, so basically this app allows scientists, which is me, okay, to plan, monitor, and also simulate cloud seeding missions using this an interactive map. So as you can see here, okay, scientists can identify drought-affected areas, okay, so check cloud suitability, and then they can also plan helicopter flight routes and also release seeding agents such as salt or silver iodide at selected cloud zones, okay. So this is actually I use freeform for brainstorm, okay. And then, okay, so this is where I relate it with the SDG, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and also Malaysian Ministry Alignment, which is the policy ready, and is actually related to SDG 6, SDG 13, and also SDG 9. Okay, as you can see here, why SDG 6? Because to provide clean water and also sanitation. SDG 13 for climate action, which is this is actually as part of the climate adaptation strategy, which manages a rainfall variability under climate stress, okay, and also related to SDG 9 as well. So for the industry, innovation, and also infrastructure, okay. As here, actually, in my app, actually, I plan to also embed the digital DSS, which is a decision support system, together with the advanced atmospheric monitoring. Okay, all right. So yesterday you learned with technology Sean how you can actually design your iOS app using Keynote. So basically, this is what I did. Same same like what technology Sean showed yesterday, which is I use Keynote, okay, in order to make it like the what we call it, the interface of the iOS app. If you can see here, okay, the Cloud Seed Go, which is I just because of my tagline is a rain by design. So here I just only put like a very simple, which is cloud, in order for because this is actually iOS simulation and also DSS app for helicopter-based cloud seeding operations. So that's why I enhance, or I only stress or highlight the cloud, because this is a cloud seeding app. Okay, and then when you press on the start, you will go to dashboard, which is, for instance, like I'm the scientist here, okay? So Cloud Seed Go, hello, Dr. Fiza, okay, welcome to Cloud Seed Go, okay? So this is where the dashboard will show what is the region, what's the readiness, and then what is seeding suitability score. So meaning that here, the seeding suitability score is very important to see whether we can proceed with the cloud seeding operation today or not. And you can see at the bottom, there's a home button where technology Sean already show how you can, design the home button for your iOS app, okay? And then there is like a video, view live radar, create mission, and also safety checklist, okay? So here, as you can see, here is a view live radar, okay? So I can identify drought affected areas, I can check cloud suitability, I can actually plan helicopter flight routes, I can release seeding agents such as salt or silver iodide at selected cloud zones. And then this is why, because the main goal is to support rainfall enhancement for reservoir and also for the communities facing water shortages, okay? So the key features here may include real-time weather layers, okay? Drought severity maps, reservoir water level indicators, and here you can see the helicopter mission planning, okay? The cloud detection, the seeding zone recommendations, and also the post-mission rainfall monitoring, okay? So I can manage and I can actually select which aircraft that I will use during certain cloud seeding mission, okay? All right, here. And also, if you can see here, there is like a satellite, so we can see actually, we can view the live operation, okay, like this one. Okay, same goes. This is a real, I think this is like a multiple angle of the cloud seeding operation. And for your information, this one, I used reality composer, to model the helicopter, okay? And then you can see how the helicopter actually release the silver iodide at the selected cloud zones. You can see the cloud over there, right? Okay, this is another angle of the cloud seeding operation. All right. So, okay, so for your information, the one that I use, augmented reality that I used just now, I model 100% using Reality Composer on iPad. So hopefully everyone already downloaded Reality Composer on your iPad, because we can go straight away. We can try how we can actually apply Reality Composer and model your own 3D models in the Reality Composer. And then Sketchfab. Okay, Sketchfab is actually the repository of their 3D models. So you can get the 3D models for free, or some which is the very sophisticated ones, you have to pay, okay, but you don't need that, okay. And then another one is Keynote, because just now the interface of the iOS app, I use Keynote to design everything, and also the screen recording, okay, because if you notice, there's like a video over there, okay. So I use a screen recording function actually to record the AR for the helicopter seeding operation. All right, so I think okay, let's I will stop share. Hang on. I will stop share and I will share my iPad. Right, I will share my iPad here. All right. And I'll share. Okay. Right. Okay. Can you see my screen, moderator? I think it should be okay, right? Okay. All right. So, if you are the first timer, okay, if this is your first time you're using Reticomposer, so this is actually the icon for Reticomposer RC, okay, all right. So you have to press once, right? So this is the Reality Composer. So before we proceed, I will just show it to you my app, iOS app, which is the cloud seeding helicopter. Okay, I will just press it and I will show it to you, and then I will start with the tutorial after this. Okay, all right. So if you notice here, this is actually the interface, or I will say like a canvas for our AR modeling. Okay, so this is basically is 100% model in Reticomposer without external objects. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, I just use the what we call it, the building blocks in the library of Reticomposer. So I think it's very good because instead of just using the existing ones, actually you are the students. You are created yourself. You are going to create your own AR models. Okay, so yeah, so here, okay, besides you model your AR, actually you can integrate, or you can also apply behavior. You can apply scenes and so many things in Reticomposer. Okay, I will just show it to you when I play here. Okay, you can see it can move up together with the sound. Oops. Okay, I open it one more time. No worries, because Reticomposer is quite heavy, so that's why this is a normal. It's okay when it's like something like you have to refresh, and then you have to start it back. It's normal actually. Okay, so this is basically where you can apply your AR. Okay, as you can see here on the left side is the scenes. Okay, so you can create multiple scenes because there is no limitation for the scenes. Okay, on the left side there is a scenes here. Okay, and then if I open this one, the behavior, there is so many behavior. So if you notice, for this helicopter, there is like a sound, the helicopter sound. That what we call it as a behavior, and then there is a movement from down to up. Okay, there's some movement of the helicopter, okay, going up, and then there's like a blade, okay, the rotation of the blade again, and then after you from up, and then it will move forward. Okay, so this is actually we can set it through behaviors, and you can see I have another scene here. Okay, this is what we call it sphere of the what we call it the environment. Okay, or the sphere or the skybox. Okay, this is actually I generated using AI, and then I upload it in the Sketchfab. Okay, so actually you can find my cloud, okay, in my Sketchfab under my account. Okay, and then I provide it for free. So anyone they want to download the skybox, the models, and then they can do that just free without you don't have to pay. Okay, so this is another scene. Okay. Okay, this is the cloud seeding operation, as you can see that. Okay, the helicopter releases the seed, right? Okay, so and then this is another scene. Okay, oops. Let me see here. Okay. It is another scene or no? Okay, it's quite heavy. It's okay. All right, no worries. So actually, this is hang on, let me see. Okay, let me open one more time. Okay, all right. This one. Okay, all right, all right. So here, okay. So this is the model. Okay, this is the model from Sketchfab. Okay, so this is the model from Sketchfab. Okay, because actually when you are going to model something, model your creation, model your prototype, okay, actually you have to refer from somewhere. Okay, so this is actually this is a reference from Sketchfab actually, and then I model myself. Okay, so this is why, because sometimes when you export from Sketchfab is very, in terms of the size, is very large, okay, and then is very, it's very hard for you to model it, because why? Because you cannot actually separate the compartment here. So for instance, like a blade, okay, is already as is, so you cannot do anything, okay, because if you export from Sketchfab, it will be as is. Okay, all right. So right. So this is Skybox, and I will show you how you're going to do like this one, the scenes, and also behavior to apply behavior, for instance, like a spin. What else? Move, rotate, scale to, move, rotate. Move, rotate, scale to, and then we have another move, rotate, and scale by to make it bigger. Orbit, spin, and so many things. Okay. So let's go and create our own new project. Okay, first, okay, so let's go to the plus button on the right, top right, okay, here. Okay, so this is what we call is a canvas for the Ready Composer, okay. You can use your one finger, as for the camera, something like this, okay. So you can only one finger, and then as for the two fingers, to pinch in and pinch out, okay, to make it zoom out or zoom in, okay. All right, if you notice here, on the right side is a properties, okay, like this one, beside the triple dot, and then beside it is a properties. So what is a properties? Properties actually is a, if you need to tap to the cube, okay. So this is properties for the cube, and if you tap to the canvas, okay, somewhere outside here, if you tap here, meaning that this is the properties for the canvas, okay. For your information, for AR, okay, AR in Ready Composer, we actually have like a 5 anchors. What is the anchors? Anchors actually is a base for your AR. Okay, first we have like a horizontal, meaning that will be like a horizontal anchor. Okay, as you can see here, the cube will be horizontally on the like a layout here, and then it's vertical. It's something like a on the wall, something like this. This is a vertical anchor. Okay, and if you choose image, you have to declare one image as a trigger, meaning that when you move your iPad to the image, it will pop up. AR will be pop up. Okay, so that's a image anchor. And then you also have like a face anchor. Okay, face anchor, if let's say you want to design mask, if you want to design glasses or anything on your face, so you can choose face anchor, and object is where you have to scan the overall room. Okay, so but basically usually we use horizontal, vertical, image, or face anchor. Okay, so anchor is a must. Actually, you have to decide before you start creating your AR. Okay, before you start modeling your AR, you have to decide which anchor do you want to create. Okay, so anchor is very important. And then okay, I think that's all. Okay, for the anchor type. Okay, so now what I want you to do is you have to tap to the cube here. Tap once. Okay, and then you tap one more time. If you see the pop-up menu here, okay, so I want you to press delete. Okay, all right. Same goes to this text because I want it to be, I mean, like a canvas is empty. Okay, so now you have to tap on the select to edit one more time, and then select, tap once again. Okay, and then press delete. Okay, so your canvas now is empty without any 3D objects. Okay, all right. Now, so what I want you to do now is first, I want you to press the plus button over here. Okay, on the right top, there is a plus button. Press the plus button. Okay, and then I want you to select this. I mean, this is like I think a cylinder. Okay, you just tap the cylinder, and it will pop up here. Okay, all right. Okay, so when you tap to this cylinder, okay, this is a cylinder. I think like a, yeah, it's like something like a pill. Okay, right. So if you notice on the properties menu here, there is like a transform under position. Okay, X Y Z, and rotation X Y Z as well. Okay, so for your information, the position is actually at the axis X, Y, and Z. So this is what we call is a 3D, three-dimensional, which is actually it involve axis X, Y, and also axis Z. Okay, same goes to the rotation. And then there is like a scale here. Okay, okay. For your information here, if you notice, there is like three cones here. Okay, the green one, the green cone, the red cone, and also blue cone. So what does it mean? So green, red, and also blue cone actually RGB equal to X, Y, and Z. Okay, all right. So meaning that for the red cone, RGB, remember RGB equal to X, Y, Z. So RGB, okay, so red cone actually refer to the axis X. So meaning that you, okay, if you bring it to the left, okay, on the axis X, okay, it will, you can see the position for X will be increase or decrease, something like this. This is an increase, okay, when you go to the right side, and then when you go to the left side, it will be decrease, right? So this is the coordinate for axis X. And if you, oops, and if you want to reset, you just press a reset button. It will go back to position X equal to 0. Okay, so what about for the green cone? Green cone is for axis Y. Okay, if you notice here, okay, if you bring it up, it will increase, the Y coordinate will increase, and if let's say you bring it to the bottom, okay, it will be a negative value. Okay, so this is a Y, axis Y, which is you can use the green cone, okay, to manipulate the axis Y. And what about for the blue cone? Actually, blue cone is for the Z axis, okay, which is the coordinate for Z. So you can bring it, okay, all right. So this is where you use a blue cone, okay, to manipulate the axis Z. So this is what we call it as a three-dimensional. If two-dimensional, for instance, like a keynote, in Pages, something like that, so that one is only 2D, two-dimensional, because it only involve axis X and Y. But this one for 3D, three-dimensional for AR, there will be like another axis which is Z. So you have a 3 coordinate here. Okay, and then if let's say I press the reset button, it will go back to the normal one. Okay, so this is the rotation, and then there's a scale. You can make it bigger or larger, larger or smaller, your 3D object. Okay, so by default will be like 100%. Okay, 100%. Okay, all right. So this is the look and feel. If you notice here, there is like a glossy paint. Okay, for the glossy paint, you can always change the color. Okay, because there is a many colors here. Okay, so you can choose whatever you want, like this. Okay, all right. So many colors, and then for let's say I choose gray. Okay, and then this is glossy paint. And then what about matte paint? Matte paint, something matte finishing. So you can also change the color for your matte paint. Same goes to plastic. You can always change the color of your plastic. Okay, for instance, like pink, like this one. So the finishing will be plastic. And if you turn on the AR in your real environment, what does it mean by AR? Augmented reality, meaning that the virtual or the 3D object actually will come or will actually display in your real environment. So the finishing will be real plastic. Same goes to the car paint, just like a car, okay, on the road. So there's a car paint, but from aluminium and above, bronze, gold, steel, rubber, and all the terracotta will be no color, okay, no option for colors. Why? Because rubber is just like this, okay. Same goes to steel, will be like this, okay. Also gold, okay. So you cannot change the color from aluminium onwards, okay. Only from glossy paint until car paint, yes, you can change the color, okay. All right, so here you can see the end roundness, okay. If you see here, the end is quite round, right? If you make it lower the roundness, it will be something like this. It's something like a very sharp. Okay, you can see it becomes really sharp, just like a battery. Okay, if you bring it to the right, it will be very round for the end. And this is diameter. Okay, diameter, you can always increase the diameter, or you can lower the diameter. Same goes to the height here. Okay, okay, all right. So this is the properties for the 3D models. So here, meaning that there's a two properties. First one, if you tap to the canvas here, this will be the properties for your overall augmented reality. But if you tap on this 3D model, on the right will be the properties for the exact 3D object. Okay, so this is a behavior button. Okay, I will show you after this how how you can configure the behavior button. And then there is like a, hang on, okay, and then next week is a AR. So meaning that once you finish modeling your AR, so you can always press the AR button where your 3D objects will appear in your real environment. Okay, and it's very easier for you to test your prototype. You can see actually how does it look like in your real environment, such like for instance like a helicopter just now. Actually, I turn on the AR and then I can see in real life how the helicopter for the cloud seeding helicopter looks like. Okay, and then once you press the AR, which is the AR will appear in your real environment, you have to turn on the play button. Why? Because you have to make sure that meaning that you have to play the AR in the real environment when you click to the play button. Okay, and then this is a plus button. Okay, plus button where you actually can find all the 3D objects in the content library with Composer. Okay, because just now, okay, what I did for my helicopter, I just used this basic building blocks or basic shapes in the library. You can see here. Actually, you can manipulate. You can increase the size. You can make it smaller, and then you can do whatever you want here. Okay, so you can design your iOS app. Okay, you can enhance actually the experience of your app by using objects provided in content library. And then if you notice, when you scroll down, there are so many themes for the objects here. You have like planets, arts, education, and so many things here. Okay, right. Okay, so now this is the behavior which is I mean, not behavior, sorry. This is the content library. Okay, on the left side, we start with the project here. So project, once you press on the project or you tap on the project, it will go out, okay, to the list of your projects. Okay, here, if you click to next to the project, this is a scenes, okay? You can have so many or multiple scenes. Why? Why scenes? Because we want to reduce, okay, the size of your AR. So that's why usually what I'm advised is for you to make it as many as possible. Because why? Because if you can split into different or multiple scene, it will become like a light if compared to you put everything in one scene. It's quite heavy. Okay, so this is undo. You can always undo your work. Okay, and then this is what we call it a scene, frame scene. If sometimes, okay, why? Because 3D, because sometimes it will fall like for the negative, like a negative, like a, what you call it? Sometimes your objects will fall under the negative coordinate, and then you cannot even find your 3D model, okay, or 3D objects. What I suggest for you to do it, if you cannot find or you cannot search for your 3D objects, always go to the frame scene and it will zoom. Where is your 3D objects? Okay, all right. So this is a frame scene. You just tap on the frame scene and then you tap on the frame scene. It will zoom to your 3D objects. Okay, all right. What else? Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, so let's start with modeling our helicopter. Okay, first I will just delete this one first. But before you start modeling, I want you, okay, please remember that always have a reference next to you. If you want to model your augmented reality, make sure you have to sketch something, okay? You can use like you can use a free form for brainstorm, and then you can come up with your own AR model, okay? You can sketch or you can annotate anywhere, and then you can bring it over here, okay? For instance, because I already have my 3D model, so I will bring it over here, okay? So I just import it, okay? I will just recent, let me see, recent, hang on, where is my, where the composer, okay, I want to find for my helicopter, oops. Okay, clock sini helicopter, right? Okay, right. So this is the one that I already model my helicopter. So let's do it together, okay? So now, how you're going to model the body of the helicopter. So first, you go to the plus button here, okay, to the content library, okay, and then choose this one. There's I think it's like a pill or cylinder, something like that, okay, all right. So once you choose this one, the so-called like a cylinder or a pill, okay, you tap, okay, and then what you have to do is make it horizontal, okay, by pressing on the blue ring, okay, until like this, from vertical to horizontal, okay. Now go to the properties tab here, okay, and then I want you to increase the scale, make it larger, okay, make it larger like this, All right. So that's why make sure you always have your reference next to your um, modeling here. Why? Because it's easier for you to, to see the real example, and then you can easier for you to model your AR. Okay. So for instance, like this, okay, and then I will bring here, make it a bit larger, okay, like this. And also at the same time, you can also scroll down and then increase the height. See, increase the height, something like this. Okay, right? Okay, so when you tap to the pill or to the cylinder here, okay, you can change the material color. Okay, I want to change it to the something like a gray color. This one, okay, gray, something like grayish. And then I want to choose matte paint like this, okay, right. So this is the body of the helicopter. So what about for the tail here, okay? So what you can do is close the properties first. I want you to touch, okay, the body of the helicopter and tap one more time, duplicate. Okay, once you duplicate, bring it here, bring it next to the body of the helicopter, and then tap to the properties button. Okay, so you can actually decrease the diameter. Okay, make it smaller, something like this. Okay, and then make sure you have to connect it to the body of the helicopter, something like this. Okay, right, something like this. Now, okay, you have the body, you have a tail. What else? I want you to tap to the tail, okay, and then tap one more time, duplicate. And now I want you to decrease or make it smaller by, by manipulate the scale button here. So to make it smaller, same goes to diameter, make it smaller, something like this. And then change the material from matte paint to aluminium. Okay. And then I want you to tap one more time and choose duplicate, because there is like a two side for the design here on the left and on the right. Okay. So now, okay, please bring it to the right side of the tail like this. Like this. Right. Okay. And then bring here. Something like this, because actually this is for design, okay? All right. So yeah, so you do it the same thing for the left side. Okay. Bring over here. Like this. Okay, something like this. All right. Then something like this. Oops. Okay. Like this and this one. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. Okay. So this is for the design, and I want you to group them together. So same goes to like a keynote, okay, where you can choose object and you can group them together. So for instance, here I will just tap the body of the helicopter, the tail. Okay, I will group them together. Right. Then I will group them with the aluminium panel here. Oops. This one. Tap and tap here. Group. Same goes to the other side. Okay. So you have tap to the aluminium panel here, and then tap to the body of the helicopter and group. Okay. So meaning that you have grouped them together. Okay. All right. So now, okay, so let's do the blade, okay, or the where we got the propeller at the back there, okay. Right. So for the propeller here, you can repeat the same process, okay, plus button, and then choose donut here, okay. Again, you have to bring it over here, okay, using the cone, okay. Make sure it will be like vertically, something like this, and then make it larger by increase the size scale here, but make sure you decrease the thickness. Okay, something like this, and then you can change the matte paint and then the exact color. Okay, the a bit grayish, and then thickness, you can increase the thickness. Okay, what else? Yeah. Okay, you can increase the thickness again. Okay. Oops. All right, something like this. You can play around. Right. Okay. So this is where you will put the propeller of the helicopter. Okay. So now you're done with this. The base for the propeller, and then you have to tap and then tap to the body of the helicopter and then group them. Okay. So now you have like the body of your helicopter. So now, how you going to, do like a spinning propeller over there? So you press the plus button, okay, and then I want you again choose the like a pill or cube one, not cube. This one is like a cylinder, something like that. Okay, so make sure you change the size, okay, by decrease the diameter, okay, and then the height, make it increase the height, okay, like this. Try to arrange it inside the propeller frame. Okay, this is what we call as a frame. You can increase the height. You can bring it over here. Okay, something here. Is it okay already? Yeah, I think it should be okay, right? Okay. So now, what I want you to do is you press and then you duplicate. Okay. So make sure to make it horizontal. Okay. Right. So you have to do it one more time for the propeller here. You tap, duplicate, and bring it over here. Okay. And change the angle. So it'll be like this. Okay. Something like this. Okay, and then you do it once again, duplicate and bring over here. Okay, make it the other way. All right. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So this is actually the propeller. Okay. Now, okay, how you going to make, the propeller spinning? Okay, so now you close the properties, okay, and then you go to the behavior tab here, behavior tab. Okay, this is the most important one where you can behavior plus. You just tap on the plus button, and then you scroll down until you find the custom behavior. Just press custom. On the trigger area, just tap in the trigger area. I want you to just pick scene start. What does it mean by scene start? So meaning that scene start is automatic, just like a keynote. When you click automatic, the keynote animation will actually do it automatically without you have to tap, okay, your slide, something like that. So same goes to AR. So scene start meaning that once you activate, so it will do it, the behavior, okay, it will automatically appear. Okay, so scene start, okay, choose the trigger scene start, and then you tap in the action sequence field here. Okay, I want you to choose spin. Okay, this is spin effect. Okay, first thing, I want you to go to the affected objects, press done, remember? And then press one more time to choose. What I need you to do is only tap on the horizontal, the first horizontal propeller. Just tap here. Oops. One more time, try. Okay, make it bigger like this and tap here. Okay, make sure you, first thing first, you have to tap for the affected object here. Okay, and then you have to tap which one you want to apply the spinning effect. Okay, which object you want to apply the spinning effect, because now I just want to test with the one propeller with a spinning effect. So now I can increase the iteration, okay, how many times it will iterate, okay. So for instance, like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, for instance, and then I have to increase the size as the duration as well, because 1 second is too short. You cannot even see the change of the iteration. Okay, so what you need to do is just take you just drag, okay, the bar there, or you can straight away put it like a 10 seconds like this. Okay, so for the spin direction, you can choose either you want a clockwise or anti-clockwise. It depends on you. And axis, you can choose roll. Okay, if you want to test one object, you can press the play button here. See, you can see the play button actually is belong to spin. Okay, and then it will actually the iteration will be actually 10 times, okay, for the duration of 10 seconds, and it will stop. Okay, so this is the most important part, where if you want the propeller will continue spinning, what you need to do is you have to turn on the iteration here. You see this one, the iteration button here. Okay, before the play button, okay, there's an iteration. So once you click on the iteration, it will always spinning without fail. Okay, so now let's see, I try. Okay, press the play button here. So only the horizontal blade or horizontal propeller will only spinning. We all will spin. Okay, all right. So if you want the rest to spin as well, okay, what you need to do now is, okay, you go to the affected objects and click to the choose. Okay, please click to the rest of the propeller as well, like this, until the rest of your propeller or blade turn into green color. Okay, so you can test it. Okay, you just press to the play button. You see, it's very, you can see that the spinning effect of the propeller. Okay, all right, it's cool, right? Okay, so this is where you do or you apply behavior in Reality Composer. Okay, so if let's say, okay, so done. Okay, so for instance, like if I press the play button, the real play button there, so it will automatically spin. Okay, the blade or the propeller will automatically spinning. All right, so now, okay, so now I want you to group them together. So remember that you have to press on the propeller, okay, click to the propeller, and then group them. And then please make sure tap, okay, the group together with the rest of the body of the helicopter and then group. Because why? Because this is the most important part. Because why? When you turn on, it will not separate it from the body. Okay, so for instance, you can test once again. Oops, oh no. Okay, let's see. Okay, where is my new project? Because it's quite heavy, so that's why somehow that's the yeah, it's very challenging actually. Why? Because this is quite heavy, right? See, okay. So I don't think we group. Okay, we have to group them again. Okay, this one. Oh, sorry. Oop. This one, and then press, hold. Okay, and then group. Don't forget to group them together with the body of the helicopter. Group. Okay, so let's test. It will be like something like this. Okay, all right. Oops. Oh no, what happened? Okay, it's okay. Let's go back here. Frame scene. I'm not sure if you have to group them again. Okay, group them again. All right, cool. So now, what you're going to do is, okay, so this is the body because, okay, later you can, you can add some other feature here for the AR, okay? You can actually add, what do you call it here? Maybe like a, design here, the V design, and then the like a pin here, okay? So you can add, okay. So actually, you can also change the color. Okay, I forgot to change the color from from white to black. Okay, so actually, if you want to change the color, you have to ungroup them. Okay, ungroup one more time, and then you can go to the properties. Okay, matte paint, and then you can change to the black color. Doesn't matter. Okay, like this. And then you go to the matte paint, choose black. Okay, same goes to this one, matte paint, and then choose black. And this one as well, matte paint and choose black. Okay, right. So you can tap, okay, and hold to group them. Group, okay. If you want to test, you can do that as well. Okay, right, done. Okay, so this is the body of the helicopter. Okay, so what about the what we call it, the I'm not sure what does it call here for the lower part of the helicopter. There is like a frame at the bottom of the helicopter. So this is I think I choose hockey stick, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go and see. So actually you can always be creative, okay? So you can use whatever you have in the content library, okay? For this one, I think I take this one, the hockey stick, okay, like this one. Oops, oh, no. Okay, right. Okay, so where is my hockey stick? Not sure, is it quite heavy? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's okay. I delete this first. Okay, right. So for instance, like okay, like this one. Where is the hockey stick? To make it like a frame at the lower body part. Okay, so I choose a hockey stick here. Okay, all right. So hockey stick actually like this. Okay, right. So for the hockey stick, when you open the properties button, you can actually change it to the iconic. Okay, and then you can change the color of it. For instance, like I want a matte paint as well. And then black color. Okay, for the lower part. So you can do like this. Okay, right. What else? And then I have to duplicate it. Duplicate, right? And then make it the other side, and then you can join them together, something like this. Okay, right? And don't forget to group them. But this one, if let's say it's too big, you can make it smaller, something like this. Okay, you can delete this one. Why? Because if you use this one as a reference, that's why I love to duplicate things, because I want to make sure the exact size, the exact materials. Okay, and then you can make it smaller actually. Something like this. Okay, right. Okay, okay, right. And then for this one, you can tap one more time and then duplicate, and then you have to turn it to the opposite way, like this and this. This should be okay, right? Yep. So you can group them, and then this is the lower part for the right side, and then you can duplicate and put it on the another side. Okay, right. So this is the lower body part. So if you notice, there's like a, okay, for instance, like if I want to ungroup, you can always ungroup, and then you can duplicate one more time. Okay, like this. Why? Because I want to make like a something to link to the body of the helicopter, like this one, and then make it smaller. Okay, you can play around with this. Like this, maybe. Okay. Like this one. Okay, so you can actually resize. Okay, you can make it to link from the body to the lower frame and all. But okay, this is one of the example. Another example, if you don't want to use the same hockey stick here, okay, if let's say I group it together, you can also use text. Okay, all right, I will show you. If you if let's say there's a, the basic shapes is very limited actually. Okay, for your information, the basic shape is very limited. So what I can suggest you, if you can use text. Okay, if let's say you pick text, okay, here you can let's say I want to choose, okay, where to change the text. Actually on the right side, if you notice there is a text. Okay, so if you want to change the text A, capital A and small a, you have to do it right here. Okay, so now I want to choose the curly bracket. Okay, this one, the curly bracket, this one. Okay, and then, okay, this is the curly bracket. So as for the curly bracket, and it will actually, you can manipulate, and then it will become one of the building blocks. Okay, so here I want to make it bigger. Okay, I just press to the font size, increase the thickness. You can do that. Okay, it's up to you. And okay, because why? Because I want to make it a font size. I want to make it bigger. Then like this, right? Like this. I want to, to link from the lower part to the body of the helicopter, something like this. Okay, so actually it depends on you, on how you can play around with the um, play with the um, text. Okay, right. Let's say I change material to matte paint, and then I'll choose this one. Okay, is it attached to the body of the helicopter? Yeah, I think so. Okay, and then I will duplicate. Okay. 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 Make it like this. Okay. All right. Let's follow. Okay. Then oops. Okay. So you have to do like this. See? Oops. Make sure you have to touch it. All right. Oops. Like this. And then like this. Something like this. Okay. All right. So yeah. So but make sure you have to model it properly. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. So now what you can do is press, and hold, and then group them together. Okay. And then you have to group to the body of the helicopter. Okay. Right. So now, okay. Oh, I forgot. Because you have to duplicate and put it on the another side. Okay. Oops. Right, like this. Something like this. Okay. Okay. So you can also tap, okay, and then tap to the canvas and then select all, and then you can group them together. Okay. So yeah, this is the helicopter. Okay. So now actually, oh, I forgot, because actually for the bottom part, okay, that unlock and ungroup one more time. Okay. So if let's say I unlock everything, okay, this one as well, okay, and then this one as well, okay. So later you can group everything together by press here, just tap on the canvas, and then you can select all. Okay, so you can do one by one, or maybe you can do overall. Okay, all right. So here I will ungroup first. Okay, I will show you. I will duplicate this. Okay, and then I will change it to the color black color. Okay, right? And then I will make it smaller. Why? Because I want to actually put it here. I want to put it here. One, okay. So you have to make it adjust it at the bottom, and then I want to put it over here at the bottom of the um, body of the helicopter to make it like a design here, more sophisticated design. Okay, something like this. Okay, right. Okay, and then bring it over here. Attach it to the black body. Okay, attach it to the black body part. Okay, right. And then you can just tap select all and then group. Okay, so you still have like the propeller with the spinning movement. Okay, now, whoops. Okay, so now let's go and look again. Okay, one more time. Frame scene. Okay, I'm not sure if I already select everything. Group. Okay, right. Cool. So now what about the upper blade? Okay. So as for the helicopter, you can choose the what we call it the blade on the top of the helicopter body. So you can choose cube here. Okay. Okay, and then you have to open this one. Oops. Oh, so there is a because why? Because it suddenly it remember that the lower part of the helicopter is missing because suddenly the recomposer forced out, right? So yeah, so there is actually there's the lower part of the which a black color should appear, okay, but because of the accidentally shut down, so it actually is not. I mean, yeah, so something is missing here. Okay, so okay, I will do it later. Okay, so now, so how you going to do like a spinning effect on top of the body of the helicopter? Okay, so now you can choose the cube, go to the properties button. Okay, so I want to choose the matte paint and then with a black color. Okay, so I can increase the width, height. Okay, make it smaller. The depth will be a bit smaller. In height, make it slimmer. Something like this. And I want to width. I want to increase the width. Something like this. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. So I will duplicate it, and I will change the color. First, I will make it decrease the size and change the color to give it a design. Okay. For instance, like I choose yellow. Okay. Okay, so this one and this one, you have to hold and group them together. So now I will just duplicate. Okay, and then bring over here. Okay, and then I will duplicate one more time. Duplicate. Okay. Right. I forgot. Okay. So as for the design, okay, we do it one more time. As for the design, okay, I want to put the yellow on the left side as well. Okay. So what you can do is ungroup first, okay, and then you click on the yellow block, duplicate, and then please put it on the left side as well, okay, to make it like a design, okay. So what you have to do now is you have to press and hold, and group, okay. So please duplicate and bring it here, okay. Then you duplicate and bring it here. Same goes to this one, and then you have to duplicate and bring it over here. Okay, like this. Okay, right. And then I want you to press and hold all of them, and then group. So now open up your behavior function. So this one you have to rename it as a rename as the maybe propeller. Okay, propeller. And then this one maybe like a blade. Custom for next one is a blade. Okay. Okay, first as for the trigger, I will choose scene start and action sequence. Same goes to the propeller. I'll choose spin. Okay, affected object. I will select only this one first. Let me see here. Choose this one only. Right. So you can see it will spinning. Okay, I will increase the iteration to 10, and then I will increase the duration to 10 as well. And then I will make sure that there is a I turn on the what we call it, the looping button. Okay, okay, and at the same time I'll choose the other blade as well. Okay, like this. You can see. Done. Okay. Okay. For instance, if I change it to the roll, what happened? Okay, it will be something like this. So don't change it to the roll, just pick the default one. So it will be something like this. Okay, right. So what you need to do now is put it at the on top of the helicopter body. Okay, something like this. So see, right. So, whoops. All right. Okay. Oops. All right. And then what happened is okay. Right, frame scene. You put it here. Okay. Right. Something like this. Okay. All right. So later, okay, later what you can do is, okay, I want to show you this is the final one, okay, which is like this. You can, if you notice here, okay, you can always design, okay, your prototype, okay. For instance, like you have for the lower part, you have the what you call the text here for the helicopter or aircraft number. and then you can put the design here, the windows, the glasses, everything here. You can actually design it. Okay, you can finish it. All right. So what I will show it right after this is how you are going to make a sound of the helicopter. So you can go to the behavior. Okay. So as for the blade or propeller, you can add a sequence. Okay, and choose play music. Okay, so play music, you have to choose here, press the choose button. Okay, and then you can type helicopter. Okay, helicopter engine or helicopter FX. Okay, okay. So once you select the sound, okay, which is helicopter. What you need to do is you press and hold until like this, and then please combine to the spin. So meaning that when the propeller is spinning, it will comes together with music, with the sound of the helicopter. Okay, right. Okay. So please remember to always. Okay, I will show you one more time. Okay. When you choose the sound, okay, for instance here, the helicopter FX01.CF, what you need to do is press and hold and then bring it to the spin. So meaning that when the propeller is spinning, okay, together with the sound of helicopter. Okay, all right. So now, okay, so and then you can continue with designing your AR. Okay, so what is the most important now is how you're going to actually, if let's say you have like a multiple scenes. Okay, so you can always go to the scenes menu here, and you can change. Okay, for instance, you want to change or you want to duplicate the scenes, you can do that as well. Okay, by press. Okay, and then you can duplicate. You can always delete, and then you can copy and cut the scene as well. Okay, so here how you can also link from one scene to the next scene. Okay, for instance here, I will just delete this one first. Okay, so if I press and then I can duplicate. Okay, so you can rename your scene by open the properties button here. Okay, so you can name it as a scene 1. So maybe, or maybe scene 0. Scene 0. Okay, so and then this one is scene 1. And then you can duplicate. All right, you can name it here scenes 2 and so on. And how you're going to link from one scene to the next scene, for instance, like for scene 0, you go to the scene 0, you open the behavior button. Okay, for instance, like once you finish with the behavior here, you can plus the action sequence where you can change scene here. Remember here, change scene. Okay, you can go to the change scene, and then please choose from scene 0 to scene 1. So meaning that you have to choose and pick the scene 1. Okay, so once the behavior, okay, you finish play the behavior, the scene will change from scene 0 to scene 1, just like the keynote slides in keynote where you can link from one to the next. Okay, so same goes to this scene in Reality Composer, where you can link from one scene to the next scene. Okay, all right. Moderator, do you have any question in the chat? Okay, just let me know anything. All right. So what else? This is you can see the change scene from one scene to the next scene. Okay. Look at camera. If let's say you want the AR model, okay, always what you call it, aim to at the camera. Okay, if you want to make sure that your 3D model or your AR always look at the camera, so you can pick the look at camera. Okay, so USDZ animation, I will show you after this. USDZ animation, when you export, okay, when you import something, okay, to Reality Composer, for instance, from the Sketchfab, and then if the 3D model comes together with the animation, you can turn on by pick the USDZ animation here. Okay. What else? Okay, you can play around with this add action here. Okay. All right. So now I will let's go to, okay, before that, okay, so what how you going to export your AR? Okay, for instance here, okay, I will delete this one first, or maybe here, yeah, I will copy, okay, copy, and then I will create a new one, okay, okay, for instance here, like this one, I will, okay, this is the AR, okay, the model, the AR model, okay. Okay, so if I want to export it to USDZ or in a format that you can share with your friends, okay, so what you can do is you go to the triple dot here on the right, top right, okay, choose export, okay, please select current scene. If you select project, it will export everything in your project. For instance, here you have like a scene 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, but if you want to export only this scene, um, only scene here, only this scene, not the rest, you have to export current scene and then choose USDZ and then you can export. Okay, but remember that sometimes for first time when you are for the first time user, you have to go to the scene here, settings of your iPad. Okay, just click to the settings of your iPad. Okay, settings and open it. Okay, what you need to do is you go to the left side. Okay, choose apps. Okay, and then find your Reality Composer. Okay, this is the most important one. Okay, why? Okay, you have to make sure that you enable everything until it turn into green color. Because sometimes if you didn't enable the USDC export, so you cannot export you cannot export your AR model to USDZ format. Okay, so make sure you have to turn on everything here. Okay, now go back to Reality Composer. Okay, so now what you can do is you can export only for this one scene. Okay, export current scene. Okay, and then you can export. Okay, you can export to save to files, and then you can name it. Okay, maybe on my iPad you can name it as a helicopter. Okay, and then save. Okay, helicopter already. Okay, I will helicopter test save. Okay, so if you open up, you can go and open your, okay, you can go to And also using the, we call it as a screen recording function. So where is the screen recording function? You can go here, and then this is the screen recording. Okay, all right, screen recording function here. Okay, so for instance, like I want to screen record my cloud seeding session. Okay, so I can go to cloud seeding helicopter. Okay, like this one, right? So just go to the top right, make sure you turn on. Okay, you tap to the screen recording here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you can play the AR. You can see actually record your session. Then you can stop the screen recording, and then it will automatically save into your photos, right? Okay, so now beside that, so let's go to the Sketchfab. This is the repository of 3D models. Okay, so let's go to Sketchfab. You go to Safari. Okay, right. Okay, you go to Safari. I hope that everyone already sign up your account. Okay, sign up in a Sketchfab. Okay, so now what you can do is you can type. Okay, if let's say here I want to find a cloud. Okay, so I can type here cloud. Okay, oops, sorry, cloud, 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 and then make sure to tick the downloadable. And if you want to find some the 3D models that are animated, so you have to click animated as well. Okay, all right. So I think this is the one that I choose just now, the cloud ring. So you tap on the cloud ring. Okay. Okay, wow, wonderful. Okay, you can see the cloud is animated. Okay, so how to download the cloud ring from Sketchfab, and then we want to export to Reality Composer. What you can do is, see here the download 3D model, just press download 3D model. And as for the Apple devices, so always choose USDZ format. So you press on the here, the download here. Okay, right? View, no, I don't want. Hang on. Okay. Okay, one more time. I think you have to Sketchfab. Okay, download one more time. Yes, I think you have to choose yes. Okay. Okay. View 3D object. Yes. Okay. Make sure you have to press this one, the geometry on the right top. Okay, tap the geometry. And then choose this one, the airdrop function there, the airdrop function, and then save to files. And then okay, on my iPad. Okay, so just save. All right, so close and go back to your Reality Composer. Okay, so okay, oops, right. So how to to import the cloud that we already download from Sketchfab? What you need to do is go to the plus button and then press plus, and then please choose cloud ring and then open. Okay, and then one more time, tap the cloud button. So now what you have to do is you have to make sure that you turn on the animation of the cloud. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Okay, let's see. I will put it at the center of the world. Okay, so I go to the behavior button. Okay, pick plus, and then go to the custom trigger tab. Go to the scene start, and then choose the action sequence. USDZ animation. Okay, so you have to repeat the same process. Affected object, you have to choose, and then you have to tap to the scene USDZ scene. Make sure you have the iteration, maybe like a 5 iteration. Okay, let's see. This is the cloud. Okay, right? And this is the cloud. If you want to make it slower, you can maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, because why? Because this is as is. Okay, the animation is as is, so that's why you cannot change the movement and everything. Okay, all right. So now done. Okay, so let's say here you want to make it like this. Okay, so once you have like a cloud ring here. Okay, for instance, like I want to put a behavior. So this is a cloud. Okay, please rename it as a cloud, so easier for you to identify which behavior to which object. Okay, cloud. And then you can add, let's see, the custom triggers in start. And then you want to make it like a move rotate scale 2. Okay, so this is a move rotate scale 2 where this is the you have to repeat the same process. Group. Okay, done. Okay, so you will see the default or the default route, which is to the back, which is wrong, right? So you have to make sure that the helicopter will go straight, not go to the back at the back. Okay, right. So now let's see. It's very fast. So most move rotate scale 2 is very fast. So you can increase the duration here. Okay, for instance, like this one, let's say 7 seconds, like this. Okay, right. Okay, so you can test it. For instance, like this one, you have to play the play button. Okay, something like this, right? So this is the, how you can actually show how your iOS app edition and also prototyping. So to show the experience. Okay, and you can use augmented reality in Reality Composer. Okay, so this is another one example here. Okay, right. So next, I will show you how you can find Skybox. Okay, we go back to the Safari. Okay, and then we go back to the Sketchfab. Okay, the one that if you notice here, I used, let's see here, I use a Skybox. Where is the cloud seeding helicopter? Okay, so this is the Skybox. Okay, this is the Skybox that actually I use AI to make it. To produce the realistic cloud here, and then use Blender to make it sphere. Okay, so if you go to Sketchfab, you can find the existing or the ready-made Skybox here by type Skybox. Okay, Skybox, and make sure you tick downloadable. So this is a Skybox, actually the sphere Skybox that you can download and then export to your Reality Composer. So here, actually I have, okay, for instance, like if you have this one, okay, this one, Skybox Blue Desert, okay. So you see the download 3D model, okay, and then you choose USDZ download. view 3D object. But bear in mind that this is very heavy, okay? Because if you download too much 3D objects from Sketchfab, your Ready Composer will be very heavy, okay? So you press this one, the geometry button, and then save it to your iPad. Save to files. So yeah, on my iPad, save. Okay. So let's go, and then maybe we can add in our project the skybox of the cloud. Okay. How to do that? You plus button again, plus button, and then this one, open. Okay. Right. This is the sphere. This is what we call it as a skybox, but you have to edit a bit. You make it larger. Okay. And okay. Okay, so you can see, oh, you have to, I'm not sure. I think the skybox only, no, cannot, okay? Because, yeah, because you can, because not, you have to check if there is like a empty skybox, like this one is an empty skybox, only outside, but not the inside. So you actually, it's very hard for you to use it in your Ready Composer, okay? Right? Like this, maybe you can make it bigger. Okay, you have to check. Sometimes the skybox only outside, no inside. Okay, so you can definitely you cannot use that. Okay, like this one. I don't think you can use this one because this is only, you can see only at the outside. Okay, like this. If you make it bigger, a little bigger, like this. Okay, so you can see. Okay. Like this. But remember to make it. I mean, to make sure that please hide the grid here. Okay, so that's why you have to make it everything at the top. Okay, like this. Like this. Okay, right, something like this. Make it. Oops. Okay, and then you have to change the route for the rotate scale 2. Okay, did it first, and then you can refine the move rotate scale 2. Choose group, and then you can see the route of the helicopter. Oopsie. The route of the helicopter should be here. Should be straight like that. Okay. Right. Okay, like this. Okay, something like this. Okay. Right. It's quite fast. Quite fast. So you have to arrange the duration to 7, for instance. Like this. Okay. Right. Okay. I think that's all. So moderator, do you have any questions? Maybe I can stop share first.
Doctor, so far there's no question in the chat box.
Okay, there's no question. All right. So I think I cover almost all, which is hang on. Let me Stop share. Yeah, yeah. I think I cover almost everything with the Ready Composer and then Sketchfab, screen recording, and also Keynote. Just now I just showed the Keynote. So yeah, I think that's all for my session.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nur Hafizah binti Adnan, for an insightful and inspiring session. We hope today's session has inspired all participants as they continue developing their ideas for the Tun Fatimah Ideas Challenge. We will now open the floor for questions. If you would like to ask a question, please raise your virtual hand or type your question in the chat. If you're asking your question verbally, kindly unmute your microphone while invited to speak. If there is no question, we would like to thank all participants and our speaker for the insightful response. This brings us to the end of today's session. The next session will take place tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Malaysia time, featuring Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Muhammad Helmi bin Norman, Associate Professor of Digital and Futuristic Education, Research Center for Teaching and Learning Innovation, Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Everyone, it's time for our photography session. Everyone, please turn on your cameras and show us your brightest smile. Are you ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Say cheese. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3. Before we end, we would greatly appreciate your feedback on this session. Please scan the QR code provided and complete the feedback form.
Gila. Gila tau gila. Skrip.
For those who join us live, kindly mark your attendance by scanning the QR code on the screen. Participants who attend all four live sessions will be eligible for an attendance certificate, so don't miss this opportunity. With that, today's session has come to an end. Thank you very much for your attention and participate, participate, participation. Please remember to complete the homework assigned to you. We hope to see all of you again very soon. Assalamualaikum and have a great day.
Bye.